Thanos. Thanos is not just a cosmic conqueror. He is a nihilist, obsessed with the concept of death. Introduced in Iron Man number 55, 1973, by Jim Starlin, Thanos seeks the annihilation of life to impress the literal embodiment of death. What makes Thanos terrifying isn't just the Infinity Gauntlet or his intellect. It's his unwavering belief that genocide is mercy. During Infinity Gauntlet, 1991, he wipes out half of all life with a snap. But even after losing the gauntlet, Thanos remains a looming presence. His mind games, manipulation of cosmic entities, and detachment from morality make him one of Marvel's darkest reflections of purpose without conscience. The Maker. Imagine the mind of Reed Richards without empathy. That's the Maker. Originating from the Ultimate Universe, this version of Mr. Fantastic transforms from a young hero into a cold, calculating post-human intellect. After the destruction of his world in Ultimate End, the Maker infiltrates the main Marvel universe, implementing science experiments on a multiversal scale. His emotional detachment, superiority complex, and ruthless logic make him a terrifying force. Unlike Thanos, he doesn't seek balance. He seeks evolution at any cost. The Maker is a man who views Earth as a failed equation and people as variables to eliminate. Mephisto. Mephisto isn't just Marvel's version of the devil. He is the embodiment of temptation, manipulation, and eternal suffering. Operating from his own hellish dimension, Mephisto has traded souls with Ghost Rider, corrupted Spider-Man's marriage, and tricked entire civilizations. In One More Day, he erases Peter Parker and Mary Jane's marriage in exchange for saving Aunt May. This wasn't about power. It was about pain. Mephisto feeds off despair and guilt, and he always wins in the most soul-crushing ways. That psychological torment elevates him from a supernatural nuisance to a cosmic manipulator of fate. Annihilus. From the negative zone comes Annihilus, a paranoid warlord obsessed with survival and control. First appearing in Fantastic Four Annual Number 6, 1968, Annihilus launched the Annihilation Wave, wiping out entire sectors of the universe. What makes Annihilus terrifying is his evolutionary purpose, eternal survival. He sees all life as a threat to his immortality. During Annihilation, he slaughtered billions and defeated Galactus. His hatred is not personal, it's existential. He wants life extinguished not out of malice but instinct. Carnage. Cletus Cassidy was a serial killer before bonding with the Carnage symbiote. What followed was the birth of one of Marvel's most sadistic villains. Carnage is chaos incarnate. In Maximum Carnage, Cletus gathers a cult of killers to turn New York into a slaughterhouse. His ideology? Freedom through chaos. No morality, no order, just death. Unlike Venom, Carnage has no code. He kills not for gain but for pleasure, making him one of Spider-Man's most horrifying foes. Gore, the God Butcher. Gore's tragedy births his monstrosity. Introduced in Thor, God of Thunder 2, 2012, Gore loses everything: family, faith, and purpose. When he discovers that gods exist and did nothing to save his family, he vows to kill them all. Armed with All Black the Necrosword, Gore embarks on a millennia-spanning god-slaughtering crusade. What terrifies about Gore is his righteousness. He believes he's the hero, liberating mortals from divine neglect. His war isn't random. It's focused, ideological, and tragic. Red Skull. Johann Schmidt. While many villains rely on power, Red Skull thrives on hate. As a Nazi officer and later a Hydra leader, Johann Schmidt embodies the worst of humanity. His acts in Captain America comics aren't just evil, they're ideological. He manipulates social unrest, spreads fascism, and exploits fear. In Secret Empire, he implants his consciousness into a reality where Captain America becomes a Hydra agent. The terror lies not just in his actions but his ideas. Red Skull weaponizes belief. Null. The god of the symbiotes, Null predates the universe itself. Created in Venom, 2018 by Donny Cates, Null existed in the void before creation. When light emerged, he forged the Necrosword and declared war on the cosmos. Null created the symbiotes as a hive of darkness. He decapitated celestials, enveloped worlds in darkness, and nearly conquered Earth and King in black. Null is terrifying because he represents the primal fear of the void, a cosmic absence of life, light, and meaning. Onslaught. Born from the combined consciousness of Magneto and Professor X, Onslaught is psychic terror incarnate. Introduced in X-Men number 53, 1996, he possesses telepathy, telekinesis, and magnetic powers. Onslaught sees peace as impossible and conflict as inevitable. He nearly destroys Earth and causes the deaths of the Avengers and Fantastic Four. What makes Onslaught terrifying is the fusion of idealism and rage, Xavier's suppressed fears mixed with Magneto's anger. The Beyonder. In Secret Wars, 1984, the Beyonder is an omnipotent being who observes humanity with childlike curiosity. But his power makes him dangerous. He manipulates reality, erases lives, and plays with existence like a toy. Pre-retcon, he was essentially a god outside the multiverse. What makes him terrifying isn't his malice, but his ignorance. The Beyonder doesn't understand suffering. He experiments with life, emotion, and power without grasping their consequences. Apocalypse. Apocalypse is one of Marvel's oldest mutants. He believes in survival of the fittest, and for millennia, he has tested humanity through war, plague, and subjugation. He sees himself as a necessary force of evolution. In Age of Apocalypse, we see a world reshaped under his ideology. His ability to enhance mutants, his immortality, and his absolute belief in strength over compassion mark him as an enduring terror. Marvel's most terrifying villains are more than just powerful. They challenge morality, redefine justice, and force heroes to confront their own limits. Whether it's Thanos' death worship, Gore's justified vengeance, or Red Skull's ideological poison, these villains linger in the mind long after the final panel. Thanks for watching. If you found this deep dive valuable, subscribe for more in-depth explorations from X-Planed Comics.